Patience. We now begin with opening statement from Coach McKay before opening up to questions.
Thank you. First, I'd like to thank Judy McLeod and her staff for the assembling of an incredibly talented, competitive basketball conference. This league is really, really good. I'll get on a little rant. I'm a little surprised we don't get more credit as a conference in terms of a second at-large or second bid, because if you look at how competitive these teams are, there's some candidates that are worthy. A lot of respect for that group that we just played, for them to endure what they did last night. The game was physical, it was tough, it was hard fought, and to come out and play the way they did speaks volumes to Coach Petway and the program that he's built upon from Amir. We haven't trailed that long all season, so to be down literally for 36 plus minutes, incredibly proud of our group's resilience. Maybe it's resiliency. They had a belief. Colin Porter, one of our players, said in the locker room, Colin Porter believed the whole game. And when you have a point guard like him, you got a chance to have a special season, and that's been the case for us. So, and then he's not bad either. Like at halftime, I showed him some old clips of my three-point prowess, and he obviously checked it out. Questions?
John Manson and Cia Red. Coach, you touched on it, but trailing by as many as 14 and for over 36 minutes before you get your first lead. Just what does that speak to this team's, resiliency, maturity? You talked about it all season.
Yeah, John, you've seen nearly every one of our games, so I just think throughout the course of the season, that's game 33, I think. Like, you would have thought we would have been down more often, more frequently for a longer duration, but that hasn't been the case. We lost a couple of home ones. I think Kennesaw was up in the second half against us, but most of the games have come down to the last 2 or 3 minutes in our losses, and we've kind of got away from people in a bunch of our wins. So I think that experience is really valuable. We hope to keep playing, and I think anytime you solve that equation, it's you probably make a deposit in the confidence bank that you can do it again.
Colin, I think there was one point there in the first half. Kennesaw was kind of getting anything they wanted on the offensive end and giving you a tough job down on the other side. We came out of a timeout. You got really aggressive, attacked the basket a couple of times. I think you also got switched over to Woolley on the other end. What was going through your mind during that time? Trying to help the guys stay in it.
Yeah, I mean, Woolley's a great player. He's one of the best guys that we've guarded all year, and just being able to try to disrupt his rhythm was all that I was trying to do, and just give some energy to the guys, knowing that it's going to be a 40-minute game, not a first half game. The start of the second half is going to be a full 40, so I think just going out there and trying to lead by example was one of the things I was trying to do.
And Kaden, talk about, some of your plays down the stretch. Seemed like everything was working for you. Did you feel like things were, just you had an open look and a good shot at the baskets? How are things working for you in the second half?
Yeah, just saw a couple go in, and confidence went up a little bit, and then kind of started handling the ball a little bit, and Zach was setting some good screens, but this is just a testament to my teammates just trusting me, having confidence in me to make the next one. But the shots never happened just by myself. It was the little details throughout the possession that got me open.
After what you guys went through, last season and last year in Huntsville, is this a little bit sweeter to come out victorious tonight?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. But we know our end goal. It's not just to make it to the championship. We want to win it, obviously. And yeah, we're gonna soak this one in for a little bit, but got a quick recovery for tomorrow. So can't really relish in that excitement, like you said. But yeah, quick turnaround, and we'll be ready for tomorrow.
Other questions? Do you have any questions from our Zoom audience? Yes, we do. We have from Bryson Gordon for the Lynchburg News and Advocate. Could Coach speak to the effort from his two guards against their two all-league guards, Willie and Colin? People often speak about Liberty guard size, but their heart and effort and their comeback was great.
Yeah, Bryson, thanks for the question. That's been my proclamation all year long. Whatever their height limitation is in terms of their matchup, they overcome it with their toughness, their perseverance, their commitment, and their basketball acumen. These are two of the brightest basketball players that we've had come through our doors. So, look, Willie and Kyle, you're not going to stop them. You just have to hope to contain them. They have so many really good actions that put you in a compromising position, and their staff does a really good job of recognizing your coverage and trying penalizing you for it. So, again, I think Coach Hooten said yesterday that they were trying to hold them to 28 points or 30 points. I didn't think about how many we can hold them to. I just wanted to outlast them. They're so offensively proficient. We knew it was going to be a hard guard. I'm proud of our dudes and Javon and Zach. We switched Zach on the Willie a little bit, and he typically guards up forward, and he did a great job on Willie for the minutes he had.
Coach, Kennesaw seemed like they couldn't miss there in the first half. Got a lot of good looks, especially around the basket. What do you think was key for you guys to kind of start slowing them down and letting the team make a run back?
John, I just think it was a really high level basketball game, and when you're playing against a team that has the proficiency that they do, remind you, they beat us, Jack State, and who they beat yesterday, and Mexico State. All within the last 10 days. So they have a lot of confidence, a lot of momentum, and I think we made it a little bit harder. Maybe got a little bit more aggressive on the ball, and I think they played Willie 40 minutes, so that's a lot of minutes in a 29-hour stretch. Maybe we're down a little bit, I don't know, but I just think the belief that we alluded to earlier was really important in our cause, and that's been foundational to what we try to do and whom we recruit or invite in our program. I think our guys have a different, they have an uncommon way of thinking. They've got an emotional maturity that's fabulous.
And Coach, I think tomorrow night, it'll be a 5th championship game you played in the last 7 years. What has been so key for this program to be able to sustain this level of success, especially in 3 different conferences so far?
Some unbelievable young people have walked through our doors, and Liberty attracts that kind of young man, and they develop, they become us, which I just think, man, it's such a privilege to be around, because you grow as an adult when you're in our room because of the way these dudes walk and live. And I think there's a pursuit of excellence that is common on our campus, but I don't think we're identified by the outcome. And hence the reason why I think we've been able to have a little bit of success that's maybe sustainable.
Any further questions from this conference? Any more questions from our Zoom audience?
Hang on, Coach.